Hello everybody, welcome back to Dark Souls. This is an area that is really cool. I really do love this area. However, this is going to be a fight that is not very difficult. We'll put it that way. So what we're going to be fighting is Ceaseless Discharge. Ceaseless Discharge, of course, is the brother to Quelaag and Quelaag's sister. There are a lot of sisters. Let's just put it that way. There are a lot of sisters, and Quelaag being one of them. She was protecting her sister, and well, now her sister. I've told her sister that I'm not helping her, but I didn't kill her, so I'm not helping her yet. And that is a huge differentiation between that. I might kill her later, or I might kill somebody later because I'm going to need their Firekeeper soul to increase my Estus Flask. But for the moment, I don't want to do that. My Estus Flask is healing me for plenty. I haven't really been leveling up my health, so we're going to keep that as it is. But yeah, Ceaseless Discharge. We're just gonna slide down here, and we're gonna take on this boss fight. We're gonna take on this boss with our fists. Oh yes, this is going to be fist-only boss time. It's gonna be sweet. I hope you guys appreciate it. It's gonna be very hard, very difficult, but it's okay. I'm the best. Essentially, he's over here mourning about one of his other sisters. So another sister died. He basically put her body out on display and is very sad and constantly spewing lava because that's what he does. He's a lava spewing boy, otherwise known as Ceaseless Discharge because he's ceaselessly discharging lava. And I mean, it doesn't get more straightforward than that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here and we're gonna mess with his sister, and we're gonna do it in a horrible way. And I'm gonna be a terrible person. Look at him. Look at this boy. He's he's so sad. But that's essentially what happens to those who have dealt with the Chaos Flame, the synthetic flame that the Witches of Izalith tried to replace the original flame with. So where they got their original power, they decided, you know what? We need to have a different flame, because the different flame can take over, and the old flame was starting to die out, essentially. And in order to keep things going, they needed a replacement. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start off this boss fight by stealing from his dead sister. Yeah, I know. It seems like we're the bad people. I say seems like. Yeah, it's only a little bit. It only a little bit looks like we're the bad people. So we're going to come this way, and we're going to completely ignore everything, and we're just going to run over here. Absolutely nothing to worry about. After that first attack, it's just free to run straight over here, and yeah, I want to be right by this gate. I don't want to have to do anything else, but I just want to stand right by this gate. Because I want to leave. I want to leave because... Oh, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... And he's dead in one hit. One combo. Look at me. My fist is the most powerful thing on the face of the planet. Do you want to deal with me? I don't think so. Mike Tyson, you got... Okay, never mind. And then Ceaseless Discharge, of course, since he is dead, is no longer ceaselessly discharging. And the lava eventually cools, and we now have areas to go in. However, we don't want to go there yet. This is all for later stuff. But we do get 20,000 souls for killing him. So we are in a very good spot. We can level up quite a bit, and we're going to be in a very good way. We can also buy up the sigil, so we aren't actually going to need to kill Andre, who's one of the best characters in Dark Souls. He even comes back in Dark Souls 3. So yes, he's a very important, very great character. And we're just gonna leave it at that. And we're gonna let these guys be upset because I killed Ceaseless Discharge. Actually, I don't. Yeah, these guys don't care. These guys, most of them don't care. There's a couple that are kind of iffy on things, but it's okay. They're not that important. So we're just gonna go over here, sit at this, and we're gonna continue on our way. Look at how easy that was. 5 minutes from including intro to killing a boss. That is fantastic. That is actually a developer intended cheese. Essentially, he just wants his sister's stuff safe, and because we stole it, he just jumps at us because the area that he's in, he jumps after us to get all the stuff, and through trying to get at us, he essentially grabs onto the ledge, and you knock his grip loose, and he falls down and dies. That is the extent of how that entire thing goes. That being said, this is actually a pretty decent armor set, and you'll see why later. But for the most part, I think we're in a pretty good spot. I should have probably leveled up a couple times just to try and get our endurance up so that we aren't slow rolling. Because this is considered slow rolling. We're rolling at a rate of speed that is not quite fast enough for what we're doing. But that should be okay. We have 5 Estus flasks. We can sit at the bonfire out here just to replenish those and to get rid of the poison once we get that, because we're going to get poisoned on the way out. That's just how these things go. But the only thing we have to really avoid is we have to avoid losing all of these souls. Which shouldn't be a horribly difficult thing to do. I mean, there are a couple places where it's going to get a little iffy. But it shouldn't be that big of a deal. So yeah, we're going to run past these guys, sit at the bonfire just to replenish our health, get rid of this poison ticking down on us, and then we'll make the ascent back to where we want to be and go talk to Andre, who we can buy that sigil from. Signet? Key? I don't know how you want to describe it. But you can see this actually has really, really good poison and toxic resistance. It's not exactly the best armor to have, but for it being light armor, it actually does a whole lot of good for us. So we're gonna continue on this path. Also, what we want to do is we're going to want to actually no. I think we're pretty good at this point. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else that is of particular interest right now. There could be something in by the there's like a little area with dogs. I can't remember what else down there. So I'm just gonna avoid it. That's part of the thing I like about this game is there's a lot that's optional or completely unnecessary, and that you can avoid if you're not going through stuff like that. So it does save quite a bit in terms of time and effort where you need it. So we're just gonna keep going up, and then it should just be running past the big boys again, hopefully not getting one shot, and we should be on our way. So yeah, he's gonna yell at us because he's mad. He's gonna yell at us because he's mad. They're gonna swing. I'm gonna jump for no reason, and we are home free. Sweet. So there's 2 ways to go to Andre now. We can try and run past the drakes. Running past the drakes, of course, is kind of scary, so we're not gonna do that. Instead, we're gonna do this probably the long way. the long way around. And we're going to go and... yeah, we're going to do this the long way. We're going to take a couple elevators and go about it from that angle. Now remember, always check the elevator before you run in. I've run into so many pits because I thought the elevator was there. It's not even funny. Okay, it's kind of funny. I'm all like, I left the elevator here, right? Whoop! Nope, I'm dead. So we're gonna skip that a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, so Ceaseless Discharge down. Off to Entree to buy things. For later, of course. And then I'll actually sit at a bonfire over there and spend my souls at that point. There's no reason to hold on to souls to that extent. I'm going to rest at the bonfire, just in case. Because knowing me, it'd be the one time where I get completely blindsided by the same guy twice and lose everything, and that would be bad. So we're going to avoid that. Yeah, I really don't want to go through that entire thing again. There's a good reason why I do not sit at bonfires down there. And most of the reason is because it's easier to jump down there and deal with it, and then homeward bone back than it is to go down there, save it, deal with it, and then run all the way back. It just doesn't work very well. So I hope I at least showed you why you do not sit at bonfires down there. It's bad. It's always bad. Everything is bad. Everything's awful. Everything is awful. But we also opened up Sen's Fortress, which is just down this way. And we didn't talk to one of my favorite characters, even though we will see him in just a little bit. Actually, he's one of the reasons why I really love this game, and I might get into a little bit more rationale why, but what we're going to do is we're going to purchase item, and we want the Crest of Artorias. Alright, so Artorias is going to come into the story in a little bit later. He does have a Puppers, and the Puppers is one of the most iconic boss fights in this entire game. So we'll definitely have to do something about that when it comes up. That being said, so I'm going to get a little bit of dexterity. I do think that a little bit of dexterity is necessary, and I'm going to add some more strength. I don't know if I should add more strength. I'm going to add more endurance to see if I can actually get away from the slow rolling thing. I can't, not quite yet. However, if I change the Chloranthy ring to Havel's ring, oh yeah, much better. And that's the reason why you want Havel's. So, I also don't think Chloranthy ring and the shield stack, the Grass Crest shield. I don't think they stack, and if they do, they don't stack a whole lot. So, I think it's better just to have one or the other, and right now, I'm doing pretty decent with just the lackluster shield, Grass Crest shield. So yeah, that's kind of how that goes. Now we could go to Sen's Fortress. I don't feel like Sen's Fortress is necessarily the best thing to do here. It might be best to take on the Butterfly. Maybe Moonlight Butterfly is a good thing to do here. But we did use a whole bunch of souls, so we're actually not risking a whole lot no matter what we do. The Butterfly does make things problematic. What am I at for recording time? That's about it, actually. That should be about all I can do in one episode. Maybe I'll show you guys where this next bonfire is, and we'll do something like Moonlight Butterfly in the next episode. Because that should be an interesting fight. Mainly because I'm bad at it. It's not a hard fight. It's actually one of the easier fights in the game. I'm just horribly bad at trying to kill this stupid thing. It's very frustrating. There we go. Purple moss clump. You know what? I could have farmed these guys for purple moss clumps before, and I didn't. That seems like a mistake on my end. I really should have farmed these. I should have gotten some purple moss clumps. So purple moss ends up getting rid of poison. So if you are poisoned and you use a purple moss clump, you are no longer poisoned. But we didn't actually need that, so I think we need the white moss. We might need the white moss clumps for later. I really don't want to waste yeah. Blood red, which stops bleeding if you have a bleed effect being applied to you. Another effect that I am not too worried about. And so Crest of Artorias is for this area over here. So we can open this up. So yeah, Crest of Artorias opens up this door, and it is a boss that I really do not want to fight right now. It is a very, very tough boss to fight. So instead, I'm going to come over here, and we're going to sit at this bonfire, and I want to thank everybody so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know that I am producing these episodes kind of rapid fire in between my Minecraft videos, and the reason is I can get a whole bunch of these videos recorded, and then I can spend a lot of time working on things in Minecraft, so you guys actually have content to watch there, because I'm not necessarily doing anything productive in Minecraft. For example, sitting around farming up things or placing a ton of blocks. I don't know if you've seen one of my videos before of me doing my sorting system and stuff, and those are very much in accordance to they're very time consuming. They're very time consuming, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't just have a video of, hey, look, I put a roof on, even though it's not the complete roof, and it just didn't feel like enough. And when the server started breaking down, that's when I kind of ended it there. But so yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If there are other things you want to see on the channel, please let me know. I'd love to be able to do them. And until next time, take it easy, guys.
Hey, do it!